Okay. So I think last time we have stopped at this part. Okay. Well, let's review what we have done so far. The last time we have finished the add task, and we have finished the authorization, and I think in this part we are going to focus more on the decoy list, maybe some other stuff. Let's first try to review our database that we have created and I think we will focus on this part, and it will comes. Okay. So it's a procedure. We'll check if the connected decoy is already created by the server, by the being server operator. And if yes, then okay. But we need to build another one which is gonna list all the decoys. So that's we need it for the GUI when we do the operator side. So it means then when operator goes in, he can list all the connected decoys. So when you do the agent will connect back. So let me make it more simple here. So this is the team server. Right, and let's see, here's the operator. And here comes the decoy. So the decoy, in order, if we have multiple decoys, like not only one, let us see that we have a 3. Okay. Okay, and then this one, that's the decoy C. Let's see each one. Okay, each one with different operating system. So when it comes back, it will go to a specific endpoint to acknowledge it's persistent. Right? It means that it's online and active. So this one, it should connect back to some endpoint called decoys list. As I said here, list all connected decoys. For that, I think I'm gonna use function this part. Let's see all the voice and the strings. Why I say the strings, because the data output will be array of strings, right? And I used function so I can return the value of all connected or all created strings and from the EP and push it into API. Cool. Here's the connect, here's the check rates, and everything. Okay, function, here's go. Say, I think this part is very static, so you can just copy it. I'm gonna write it again. Because it's already created through the system, and since we will start with a try here later, we can think here. But instead of finally, I want to handle the response, so something like that. Okay, each int is assigned with. Yeah, and then the SQL part, it comes from select choice. And since it's so, it means that everything has been added to this database. This will be shown at the end. Here, we open it, and then can see that honestly, I don't want to all things. So if we go to the view, we only need the UUID, which is the identifier of the decoy. We don't need the response body of the agent. We don't need the auto increment ID. So all that we need is the UUID. Agent UUID string here. SQL query name. I would say UUID. That's correct on the database. And then we're gonna do as a string. Cool. Since it's function, then we only have to do this result and then anything UUID. So let's close this one. Okay, so I think this is should be okay. We will troubleshoot it in case anything could happen. So I'm going back to the server, and here I'm gonna add another response. Let's see. Okay, so instead of that task here, yeah, this one is already there. Procedure, we will create a procedure. It's called decode list, and we will put it with listener. I'm just still talking about the team server right now. So here, if we say this is I have postponed it later, this will be in another thread. So as I said, why I want to put it in another thread, it means that if operator has created a new listener, right? Specific endpoints will be assigned. So in this case, the agent will only communicate repeats or results or commands for the Offsec. Right? While these is for operator side, so he can manage it. And I just put it here near to the something wrong. Just since it's the same. And so it's on object. All right. And then I am going to add, because I want to handle also that we could here and here. Since it's a list, as you remember here, strings, or is it? Yeah. So we are going to do it as a strings. So UIT strings. Okay, and I'm just copying the same structure here, and let's just start without oath right now. I'm just trying to debug it. So since it's a post request, I'm not gonna use the post request. It's only basically, since it's, we don't need this identifiable, we just need this part. With DB, it means this SQL worker, right? And I'm going to give you IT list. Right here. because that should be okay with everything. And then the array I think here we can put something like that. Then dash on. So let me explain a little bit here. So this going to create JSON object, and this going to create JSON array to handle the list of records, right? And this part will take the list as a string, and here we will read all inside the list, and then hypothetically add it into JSON array one by one. That's the point. I'm not sure that that code will gonna work, but let's see. I can see some online samples. I remember I did something similar with other projects. But let's see how it goes. And then after that, I think that we can add something like JSON response. Yeah, it goes far, so this one it should be JSON and the HTTP code. Ah, yeah, there's very dumb. So here we got a string called this string. That's my fault. Of course, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna to create a stringless and add these variables too. So start from here. Let's do all this, and then this string list create. Then here I'm gonna do or let's see, add can here I'm just gonna result the list. That should work. Okay, that's okay. On JSON is not bad. Equals. Okay, I forgot how that works. Here, JSON array. Create. So here's the create. It should be array of values. Voice. wrong number to create. I remember that's the one. Why it's not working? It should be an array. Um, yep. I think it should be just like that. So, oh, it's okay. My bad. So this procedure is fine. I shouldn't actually create to add any array. It should just create a component. So we go to the main server here. We call it this one. That's so tricky. There's another one. Like I was having license key, or what's happened with this one? Is Saris or? And not sure it's available there. What the hell? working the pro version, maybe something on that latest update they needed to update the license. It's fucking make no sense. Uh, okay, connection reset. Operation, yes. Actually, I didn't copy these ones. So stupid. These ones. Sorry, required the certificate should be on place the current folder. So here, the previous project server. Okay. Okay now. Because I just cloned it, you expanded as a learner to create this one to your own machine, right? The cert and the key and the cert. So I think it should be okay for now. So let's do like this. And okay, that's okay. So decoys list, this one that we have done so far. I field and found. Why? I did this one, man. Is it because there's no data? That's so dumb. UUIT, let's do it like this. Whatever. Save it. SQL segment not set. What's wrong with my SQL statement? I didn't execute it. Oh yeah, I didn't execute it. And then it should be, we go, yeah. Unknown status. So there is something here, which is needed debug. I don't know what it is. But if I go here, I want to figure out if I am able to retrieve that. So at this part, I'm gonna to write line and then see if I'm able to get that string. I think I need a count, but let us see what's figured out about that one. Here. Yeah, you can see it, right? So it's actually, I can grab it from the database. It's match this one, right? So but the problem in rendering, and I still doubt that it's inbound in this part. Yeah, from that scale part is okay, but here it's not. Should I remember? Okay. On part. Okay, I actually. It's actually a great article by Marcos, so all the time I refer to it. He's done another blog which is different from what I'm going to show. That one actually I have. I think there is. That's different component. Right? Let's see. I remember. There's a private trouble I have and have this kind of thing. Let me figure out where it is. Just missing this line. This will render the results after the IP code is, let's say, is on. I don't know what's the name of that. Wrote. And let me drink some water first. Since this operator side, there must be of protection, right? Because we're only coding right now for the operator side. So I have done this part before, which is for validate request. Yeah, this one, which is we'll check the credentials and make sure that the information is correct. So all I have to do is just copy that one. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, here. It's very essential to be at the beginning, like after we create. Very essential. And then here, since there is already accept, you don't have to actually mention the final. and make sure to add the JSON response after that. JSON, this is different parts. So let's put to end. Oh, there should be finally. Could you free the component and put another end and hit build? So if we run it again, it should be, yeah, this endpoint requires authentication. This now has to be protected. So in order to, let's try to grab login. I think there's something here in the perp. Yeah, maybe the application type request. So I'm just going to change it to change request. Yeah, just some perp shit, man. So this is the token. And authorization header. Basically, and then we copy that token here, and it should be, I think, actually working. There's something in the code. It's actually logged in, but in the response, it was the reason of this. Uh, we need some debugging. Try to fix some of this part, but for the authorization, it should be okay. Why is that working? I don't know. I need to have another look later. Yeah, I think this token has been printed, but why it cannot be authenticated? Like if we go here, it should be. This should be okay. So I think there is a problem with the authentication level. And it goes with the unknown status, so it means there is something here happening. I just want to try to move this one here. Yeah. So, and rebuild it again. Yeah, yeah, welcome C5. Actually, it's a bit tough in Pascal, it's not, but I think I'm gonna finish it later on. So, okay. So the part is on rendering. So this one, it should reflect the status active if previous code is changed. Actually, the component for Pascal is pretty fast. A lot of stuff. This is undocumented, man. I'm trying to put my mind on an edge. Was worth trying. I have been coding Pascal since the age. I've done a lot of frats before, but I think building that team server over API is kind of new for me. And I'm trying the TCP shit. So actually, I don't like this. So here, I think that they're breaking fucking piece of shit here. That part. Because if we kind of omit that one, right, and try to build it again, so yeah, the authentication part here is kind of breaking the logic. Oh, I would say I will move all this statement to here. Right. We go with the add task. I think the add task is okay. It's actually very okay. But as you can see, this part. That's not the reason. Could be that I shouldn't end this one. This will be so dumb. I'm sure it's just some closing shit. Same person. Go fuck your final. I don't want to find that shit. Piece of shit. That's the breaking part here. Logically here. It should be in another scene. Yeah. That one, it doesn't include in this one. I think so. Because I want, I think right now, if we try to remove one of these parts and try to run the server again, it should counter this fucking shit. Yeah, because there's no handling for the response. I'm gonna put it here. You cannot put it here actually. It's related to the press. Okay. I put this part here, keep the JSON object there, and leave this one here. No. This one. Remove it. Keep this part here. Okay. Well, that should be. What about putting that one here? Okay, this works. Okay, this part, fuck you, pitch. And this part I will okay, so here let me just for today what we have done so far. Just a quick try to clear this fucking shit. And here. So the next part, I think as I said, it's a mini. Maybe in the future I'm trying to extend it more. But what we are going to do later, well, what I mean by here, creating listener, where is it? Where is it? I will cover it in another live because that's not actually this one. What I mean by this. So let's decoys this will actually be connected to this kind of thing. How? So this is the team server. And this is, where's that? Your library. I don't need it. This is the this is the decoy. So when the server, when the operator off, right? Before he create task, before anything he done, he need to create a listener. To the endpoint for listener. It's not create whatever it is, right? It's not create. And then here, actually in the server, we'll create a mini tiny threaded HTTP server for now, right? Which will have another structure. Another API structure. So the server part, this one is on port like this, right? By the agent here, while you create, you can actually customize the profile that you want to build. For example, you can give it a name of profile, right? Then you specify the host or whatever you want. Let's see the host option. I don't want to make it too complicated. And port, right? So this information will be grabbed here, and when you create the mini tiny threaded HTTP server, it will be create another endpoints with that port threaded, right? While this team server is still listening on port 8000 HTTPS. So for example, so here's which should be like agent results. Here it should be agent part to make sure that he is alive, right? In here, like maybe agent tasks. So the decoy after he getting here, after you create it, he will connect to this part only. He will not touch the team server. So whatever want to try to analyze your traffic, whatever it is, it will goes to this. This will not touch the team server. And communication will be threaded between the decoy and like a simple part of the any usual c2c commodity control, whatever it is the protocol it is. So in a simple way, this is the idea. I think for the most part that maybe take time is the GUI interface. For the GUI, I'm gonna to use, so the operator, let's say the operator here is gonna be GTK. Okay, GTK3. Why? Because it's awesome. I don't like any other things. So GTK, it will be, if you want to compile it for Mac, it should be carbon. I think for Windows, Lazarus, LCL, I'm not sure. Let's see. LCL. Yeah, I think LCL. It's very similar to VCL, but actually Delphi VCL is very, very fucking good. It's so good. The theme of VCL is awesome. Like VCL themes. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you want me to do it in Delphi VCL, I will do it. I'm okay. But look, the Delphi VCL's GUI is fucking insane. It's pretty good. Because I remember I was doing that in Delphi 7 when I was like teenager, right? So there was Delphi 7 and there is nothing like, actually most of the products were written in Delphi 7 before, like SkyB, whatever. I'm talking about period 2004, 2003, 2005, something like that. So exactly 2005. So yeah, if you want me to do it in Delphi, I can do it in Delphi. If you want to make the GUI so awesome. It's pretty good. Okay, I think for the next part, maybe I will try to be live tomorrow also. I have to finish some stuff. Maybe I will fix the authentication part because it's broke for some part, especially when you're querying for the users here. I sense there's possible SQL injection here. Must be. It's not escape. It's very plain. If you tamper it, you can put SQL comments here. So there should be some prepare statements or something like that. SQLite is good. I love SQLite. Where is it? Yeah, here. I think here there's. I'm not sure if this part. I'm gonna fix it later. Okay. We'll catch up later. Maybe I'll try to be live tomorrow, guys.